In the early hours of July 24, 2021, COO George Taylor III awoke to the sound of 4 to 5 gunshots piercing the quiet of his suburban home in Wilmington, North Carolina. While he rushed to grab a gun and hide in an upstairs bathroom, a 21-year-old woman in his house had just been shot and struggled to call 911.
New Hanover County 911. What's the address of the emergency?
I need police in a moment.
Okay, what's the address?
It's 6708 Providence Road.
Okay. All right, we're going to get some help to you. Just repeat that address one more time.
6708 Providence Road.
Okay. What's the phone number you're calling from in case you get disconnected?
I don't know.
All right, what's your name?
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lot of blood.
Okay, did that happen tonight?
Yes.
Okay. All right, just stay on the line, okay? Okay, are you alone?
No.
How old are you?
21.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, just stay. When did this happen?
No, just no.
All right, is the assailant still nearby?
I don't know. How far are they?
Okay. All right, we have them coming to you. Is there any serious bleeding?
Yes, it's a lot of blood, please. Oh, God.
Okay, what part of the body was injured?
Oh, my arm and my shoulder.
Okay.
Oh, God.
All right, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Just stay on the line, and I'll tell you exactly what to do next, okay? All right, I'm going to tell you how to stop the bleeding. Listen carefully to make sure we do it right, okay? Get a clean, dry cloth or towel. Tell me when you have it, okay?
Oh, God.
Did you hear what I said?
I'm tired.
Okay, all right. I'm going to tell you how to stop the bleeding, okay? I need you to get that clean, dry cloth or towel. Tell me when you have it, okay?
Okay.
All right, do you have it? Michaela, you still there?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get up.
They are?
No.
Okay. What do they look like?
It was dark.
Say that again?
It was dark. I don't know.
Okay. Where did it happen at?
In the bedroom.
All right, you have the dry cloth or towel?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now place it right on the wound and press down firmly. Don't lift it up to look, okay?
Okay.
All right, without lifting the cloth, please tell me if the bleeding is under control now.
Oh, yes.
Say it again?
Yes.
All right, help is on the way, and from now on, don't have anything to eat or drink. It might make you sick or cause further problems. Don't move around unless it's absolutely necessary. Just be still and wait for help to arrive, okay?
Okay.
All right, okay, I'll stay on the line with you as long as I can. If anything changes, just let me know and tell me when the paramedics get there, okay?
Police were dispatched at around 5:40 a.m. The unnamed caller was visiting a friend who lived with George Taylor III, the COO and the son of the CEO of TRU Colors Brewing. TRU Colors is a for-profit company that hires rival gang members in an effort to reduce gang-related crime in the area. The COO works closely with employees who are still active in the notorious Bloods, Crips, and Gangster Disciples gangs. Before this incident, Taylor III would allow some affiliated members to stay in his 5-bedroom home. 29-year-old Cordreese Tyson was a TRU Colors employee and validated Gangster Disciples 720 gang member. He was staying at Taylor's house when 3 intruders broke in. He was in bed when they opened fire and had no time to react. The 911 caller was in bed with Tyson when he was shot and killed. It was still dark, and the terrified woman couldn't see the shooters. Despite thinking she had been shot in the arm and shoulder, she had been shot in the chest and was severely injured. Her friend, 21-year-old Brianna Emily Williams, was also sleeping in the home and was shot dead at the scene. Ms. Williams had no connection to the brewery and was tragically in the wrong place at the wrong time.
All right, I'm going to stay on the line with you until the officers get here, okay? They're coming as fast as they can.
I can't feel my arm.
Okay. All right, just keep that pressure on there, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to stay on the phone with you until they get there, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you tell me what was going on before this happened?
We was asleep.
Okay.
Oh.
Who is we?
Me and Corey.
Okay, who's Corey? Who's Corey?
My friend.
Okay, he was in the room also?
Yes.
Okay. And where are you at in the house?
I'm upstairs in the bedroom.
Okay. And is that where it happened?
Yes.
Okay. And is Corey still there?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. You're doing good, okay? I know this is a lot of questions. I know it's a lot going on, but we have help coming to you, okay? I'm just getting this information for the officers.
The injured woman had been dating the gang member, who had a colorful life even before he joined TRU Colors. In 2018, Tyson was arrested for firing into a home and assaulting a woman with a firearm. Then, he was arrested in connection with the shooting of a teenager in another home owned by the Taylors in November 2019. Following the 2019 shooting, he was charged with possession of a firearm by a felon, a local ordinance violation, and going armed to the terror of the people. By now, the caller had been on the phone with the 911 operator for nearly 10 minutes. Emergency medical services were nearby, but they couldn't enter the residence to assist with the woman until police arrived and secured the building.
Oh God, where are they?
They're coming as fast as they can, okay? We have EMS in the area. They're waiting on the cops to get there, but we do have EMS in the area. They just want to make sure everything is clear at the scene, okay? Okay, do you know if Corey is the one that shot you?
No, he's not. He's getting shot at.
Okay. Y'all were getting shot at?
Yes.
But you don't know by who?
No.
Okay.
Oh, please.
Okay. They're coming. Okay.
Oh, I can't feel my arm.
Okay. All right. Just keep that pressure on there, okay?
Okay. Oh, God.
I'm still here.
Oh, God. Oh, I think they're here.
Okay, I'm going to still let me know when they're right there, okay?
I'm upstairs. I don't know if they can hear me. I'm upstairs. Oh,
just say, hey.
Okay. Wait. Oh, that's the owner. That's the owner of the house. Oh, God.
Who's the owner?
George. They talking to him.
Okay. Is the officer with you yet?
No, it's taking forever.
Okay.
Oh, please. I'm trying.
After what seemed like hours, New Hanover County Sheriff's officers entered the Providence Road home. Inside, they found the CEO's son still hiding in the bathroom with a shotgun and a handgun.
No. It's somebody else in here. Please open the door. I can't move. I can't move.
Hey, man, she can't move and they're trying to get it.
Yes. He's not responsive. He's not responsive. Yes.
Okay, no worries.
Should I open the door for them?
Okay, let me make sure, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you said the male is in there, but he's not responsive?
No, he's yes. Can you ask him if I can open the door?
Okay, alright, I'm gonna ask him, okay?
Oh.
Okay, yeah, you can
open the door. I'm trying. Oh. No, it's just me.
Hands up. Come out. Step out. Come out. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else in the closet? All right.
More than 15 minutes after she dialed 911, help finally got to her, and the victim was transported to New Hanover Regional Medical Center. George Taylor III was taken in for questioning, and his home, with 2 bodies lying inside, was marked off with yellow crime scene tape. The TRU Colors executive was later released, but his iPhone XS was seized as evidence. Call logs showed that he had called Tyson and another man when the shootings occurred, but not 911. The homeowner also wouldn't give consent for police to look at his home security footage from the morning of the shooting. He told police he had recently asked Tyson to move out because of his erratic behavior. By noon the next day, TRU Colors COO was back on the streets with the company's street team, ensuring no further violence and retaliation for the killings. George Taylor Sr., the founder of TRU Colors, joined his son and the street team and later released a statement on Facebook. He said he didn't have the privilege of knowing Brianna, but knew Tyson, who he called Corey, very well. He said, Corey was a friend, a leader at TRU Colors, and a critical person in saving lives on our streets. Brianna's parents blame TRU Colors for the double murder and believe gang violence has increased since TRU Colors stepped in. Brianna's funeral was held at Union Baptist Church. Still, her mother knows she will never get over her daughter's death. Tyson's family was left feeling a similar pain, which was made worse when the victim's gravesite at Calvary Memorial Cemetery was set alight. After public appeals for help, police apprehended and arrested all 3 suspected shooters. Dyrell Green, Raquel Adams, and Almonte Bell were each charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder, 1 count of attempted first-degree murder, and 2 counts of felony conspiracy. Their trials are pending. TRU Colors said the shooting only reinforced the importance of their mission. In September 2021, their first beer hit the shelves and is proving popular across North Carolina. 11-year-old Luis Gutierrez Jr. was watching TV at home in Hollywood, Florida, just before 6 p.m. on Thursday, June 21, 2012, when someone knocked loudly on the door. His dad had gone to pick up dinner, and no one else was home, so he didn't go to the door. A few minutes later, a window at the back of the house smashed. Luis grabbed the family dog, scrambled under his bed, and called his dad, who told him to call 911.
911, where is the emergency?
4900 Johnson Street.
Where?
4900 Johnson Street.
Is there an apartment number?
No, it's a house.
What's your name? And are you inside the house?
Yes.
Are you alone inside the house?
No.
How old are you?
11.
What room are you in? Where?
My room.
In your bedroom? Is the person inside the house?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
What does he look like? What does he look like?
I don't know. I'm not home. Please come.
You don't know if he's a white male or a black male?
No,
Okay, and you don't know what he looks like. How do you know he's inside the house?
I don't know he's in the house.
What?
He's in the house.
How do you know he's in the house if you can't see him? House if you can't see him?
I hear him.
You hear him.
They're coming.
Where are they?
In the gas station.
Where? Saying, where are your parents?
In the gas station.
In the gas station?
Okay.
Okay, I just heard somebody. What are you doing? What's all that noise in the background?
I'm trying to hide.
Were you moving furniture? Were you moving furniture? What?
That's me.
What are you doing?
Hiding.
Okay. You're still in your bedroom?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second.
Yeah. He said he hears them. That's what he said. I don't know if it's real or not. It's real. It's real. No. No way. Well, he said someone thinks it's a cop. Yes.
Did you hear the person talking or anything?
Yes.
You heard him talking? What was the person saying?
I don't know. He's in my parents' room.
He's in your parents' room? Do you know how he got into the house?
He broke the glass.
From which window?
In the kitchen. He's coming.
Can you go into your closet and hide in your closet?
It's two people. It's two people.
It's two people?
Yeah, come.
Are they, what kind of voices do you hear? Do you hear two men, a man and a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Two men?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me what they're saying?
I don't know. Then.
What?
I don't know. I can't hear anymore.
Do you know what side of the house they're on?
No.
The north, the south, the east, or the west, or anything like that?
North.
North?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you're looking at the house, are they on the right or the left side of the house?
On the left side.
Left side.
It's a yellow house.
It's what?
A yellow house.
Yes. What? Okay, he said if you're looking at the house, it's the left side.
It's a lot of people.
In your closet?
No.
Side of the house your bedroom is in? So looking at your house, is your bedroom on the right or the left? What?
No.
What did they yell?
I don't know. I'm in my room. I'm under my bed. Are the cops here yet?
You gotta be quiet, okay? Talk very softly, okay? Yeah? Hello?
Hello?
He's under the bed. What, if I'm looking at your house, what side is the bedroom? Where is the bedroom? In the back?
On the left. On the left side.
On the left, in the back, or in the front?
In front.
In the front?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which side of the house?
Are the cops here?
They're outside. I want you to stay on the phone, okay? You gonna go through the window? Hello? The father said it's on the east side.
Yeah, I hear them knocking.
You hear the officers knocking on your window? Go to the window. He's going to the window. You see them? You see the officers?
Can I come out my bed? Under my bed?
Yes, come out from underneath your bed and go to the officers at your bedroom window. Can you see them?
I'm coming out.
Okay, you see the officers? Coming out from under the bed.
Tell him to go to the next window.
He said, tell him to go to the next window.
No, his bedroom has one window.
Do you see them now?
Not yet.
Doesn't see them yet.
It has a top. You guys are in the right house. There's 2 rooms.
What did you say?
I'm gonna go. He's in my sister's room, but I'm gonna go to that one.
Who's in your sister's room? The guy in the house?
No,
The officer?
yeah, he's in the bed. He's next window. He's in the
Next
back
window. He's in his sister's. The officer is in his sister's room.
Yeah.
He's got to come over more. Go to the officer at the window.
Okay.
Are you with the officer?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the operator first thought the call was a hoax, but the panic in the child's voice when he insisted it was as real as it gets. Police were then dispatched to the family home on Johnson Street. A neighbor saw someone run out the back of the house before another neighbor saw the police arrive. The terrified but brave boy was soon pulled to safety out the bedroom window. With guns raised and at least one officer carrying a shield, police entered the property. 2 robbers were caught and arrested at the residence. Later on, a K-9 unit helped track down the 3rd robber who had fled. When he was captured, he had jewelry stolen from the home in his possession. All 3 suspects were arrested and charged with burglary of an occupied house, grand theft, and possession of burglary tools. Because they were all 17, their names weren't released to the media. Luis Sr. returned to find his home ransacked, but much more importantly, his son unharmed. Of course, being home alone while 3 strangers break in would be traumatizing for someone of any age, so it's no surprise that Luis Jr. didn't want to sleep in the house that night. Another blow to the straight-A student was that the burglars ripped his school awards apart. He's a brave man, his father told CBS 4. He did an excellent job. The next collection of calls play a part in a homicide case that has captured the world's attention. A man driving in the city of Moab, Utah, saw a young couple in a domestic dispute. When the male hit the female, the concerned citizen dialed 911. It was August 12, 2021. Although he didn't know it at the time, the Good Samaritan had just seen 2 people the whole country would soon be looking for, Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie.
Grant County Sheriff's Office.
Were you able to get a description of the intoxication?
Hi, can you hear me, sir? Yeah, I can hear you.
Or Hispanic male with
Hi, I'm calling. I'm right on the corner of Main Street by Moonflower, and we're driving by, and I'd like to report a domestic dispute. Florida with a white van, Florida license plate, white van, gentleman,
Where's it at?
5'6" beard. They just drove off. They're going down Main Street. They made a right onto Main Street from Moonflower.
Or what were they doing?
Cooperative, but what'd you say?
What were they doing?
We drove by and the gentleman was slapping the girl.
Who was slapping her?
Yes, and then we stopped. They ran up and down the sidewalk. He proceeded to hit her, hopped in the car, and they drove off.
Okay, you said it's a white van?
White van. I can give you the license plate if you give me 1 sec. I took a picture of it.
What kind of white van? Like a big one?
It was a smaller van with the license plate of, it was white, Florida license plate QFT G03. It was, the make was a Ford, model was Transit, black ladder on the passenger side.
Black ladder, passenger side.
White Ford Transit.
White Ford Transit. Okay, what's your name? And where did they, so they turned, they headed south on Main Street from Moonflower Market?
Correct. They made the right turn.
Oh, so they went north.
North. Yeah, sorry, I'm not from around here.
Okay, you're right there by the post office?
Right across the street, yep.
Okay, and when they turned onto Main Street, they went right or left?
Right.
Right, so they went north. North on Main. All right, I will let somebody know. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
Bye.
Thanks.
At 4:45 p.m., an officer stationed outside Arches National Park spotted the couple's white van driving erratically and pulled it over. As he approached the passenger side, he could see that 22-year-old Petito was in tears. When asked what was going on, She told him they had been fighting and apologized for distracting her boyfriend from driving. Through her tears, she continued to explain that it had been a stressful day and continued to shoulder the blame for Laundrie's behavior. When the officer then spoke to the 23-year-old, he also blamed Gabby. Noticing scratches on Laundrie's face and hands, police suggest they spend the night apart, which they did. An officer later described the incident as more of a mental health break than a domestic assault. The aspiring blogger was alone in Salt Lake City from August 17th through 23rd, while Brian returned to Florida to clear out a storage unit and pick up some items. During this time, Gabby uploaded her first and only video to her YouTube channel, Nomadic Static, on August 19th. The last time Joe Petito spoke to his daughter was on August 21st, when he ordered Uber Eats to be delivered to her. The day after Laundrie got back to Utah following the storage unit trip, the travelers continued to the next destination. Petito FaceTimed her mom as they headed for Grand Teton Park in Wyoming. The last time Nicole Schmidt heard her daughter's voice was on August 24th. In September, a woman from New Orleans told Fox News that she and her boyfriend saw the couple when they were having lunch in a restaurant in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, between 1 and 2 p.m. Nina Salee Angelo noticed a man having an argument with restaurant staff. She wasn't able to hear, but the disagreement seemed to be about money, and the man's body language was clearly aggressive. The young woman with him was visibly upset. The distressed couple left, but the diners then witnessed the young woman return to Mary Piglets and apologize for the man's behavior. When the witness realized the couple was Laundrie and his missing girlfriend, she told Fox News that it gave her chills. Restaurant staff also identified the couple as Laundrie and Petito. This was the last time anyone other than Laundrie saw Gabby alive. The last post to Gabby's Instagram made some people speculate that she hadn't posted it. It was published 2 days after her last confirmed sighting, but it didn't include the location, unlike her other posts. Around 6 p.m. on August 27th, YouTuber and travel blogger Jen Bethune drove past Petito's van parked on the side of the road at a campground in the park. The van stood out to Bethune because of its Florida plates. 2 days later, a woman announced on TikTok that she and her boyfriend encountered a man they believe was Laundrie on August 29th. Miranda Baker says Laundrie approached their vehicle around 5:30 p.m. at Coulter Bay Village and offered them $200 for a ride. He claimed to have been hiking in Grand Teton for days while his fiancée worked on her website back at their van. The man hopped in the back of their Jeep, but then freaked out when he realized they were going to drive along the I-191 to Jackson Hole and got out. Another woman, Norma Jean Jalovic, said she picked him up from here and took him to the Spread Creek campsite. The following day, Gabby's mom got a text that appeared to be from Gabby, but she had referred to her grandmother as Stan, which was something she had never done before. Her mother's intuition told her something wasn't right, so she tried calling but got no answer. Her calls to her daughter's boyfriend also went unanswered. Around this time, Laundrie drove the Ford Transit back to his parents' house and arrived on September 1st, but he was alone, and he used his fiancée's bank card to fund the unscheduled trip. Petito's parents kept calling Gabby, Brian, and his parents for the next 10 days, but were met with nothing but silence. The Daily Mail uncovered 2 calls that were made to North Point Police on September 10th in connection to the Laundrie home. Police records note problems settled by both calls. It hasn't been confirmed that these calls were made by Gabby's family, but her mother had to make more than one call to report Gabby missing. Nicole Schmidt was first told that she needed to file the report in the missing person's last known location. On September 11, 2021, Nicole Schmidt reported her daughter missing in her home state, New York, and the media picked up the story. Police seized the van but left the Laundrie residence without seeing or speaking to the missing woman's boyfriend. Over the following week, the Petitos and the Schmidts continuously begged the Laundries for help in finding their child. At this point, Laundrie hadn't been seen by anyone other than his parents and wasn't talking to the police. Then, on September 15th, he was named a person of interest in the case. Following this, Gabby's family wrote a letter to his parents, but this too went unanswered. The letter hasn't been publicly released. On September 17th, Chris and Roberta Laundrie told police they hadn't seen their son since September 14th when he allegedly went hiking in the Carlton Reserve. The 23-year-old was now a missing person of interest. The next day, police searched for him in the Carlton Reserve while the FBI looked for his girlfriend in Grand Teton National Park. On Sunday the 19th, police made the harrowing discovery of the body of a young woman. 2 days later, She was identified as Petito, and her death was classified as a homicide. The FBI searched the Laundrie family home the next day, and 3 days after that, a federal arrest warrant was issued for the missing hiker. However, Laundrie was still only wanted for using her bank card on his drive back to Florida, not her homicide. With the public already demanding answers from Chris and Roberta, Dog, the bounty hunter, showed up to their doorstep.
10-4-7-14, the female Roberta from that 1020 called it on 911.
What's happening?
The address of the call, 4343.
Nothing. Whenever 10 North where I was landline, what was that traffic?
We just had the female from that 1020 call in on 911, reference the situation with the male.
All right, 10-4. Yeah, it's, once you arrive or if you're already there and the occupants are requesting us to come up, just go ahead and go to the house and assist and just to keep the peace. But if they're not requesting us to come up, then just stay back and make sure that everything's good.
10-4, he's clear.
All right, 10-4, the main subject has already cleared the scene.
The reality TV star opened his own anonymous tip line and told Laundrie's parents he wanted to bring their kid home, alive. On the weekend, public memorial services for Petito were held in New York and Florida. At the service in Long Island, New York, her family shared memories of Gabby and celebrated her love of life with the many people whose lives she touched. In Florida, around 200 came together in a candlelit vigil. The Laundrie's attorney released a statement on Monday, September 27th, saying the parents didn't know where their son was. Petito's parents expressed further gratitude to everyone who helped and announced the start of a foundation in their daughter's name on Tuesday, September 28th. In honor of Gabby, who was a talented artist, they each had gotten the tattoo she designed and had on her arm. Out of nowhere, a 911 call was made from North Carolina by a hiker who said she was 99.99% sure that she encountered Laundrie on the Appalachian Trail.
Haywood County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
Well, I'm on the highway right now, but I ran into Brian Lauer just a little while ago.
Okay, where did you see him at?
I was at the parking lot for the Appalachian Trail on the north side of Great Slopes.
Okay, can you tell me, like, was you at an overlook? Are you there?
Hello?
Are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, yeah, you're probably going through the gorge. You lose service every now and then. So where did you see him at?
On Waterville Road.
Okay, and just on Waterville, or did you see him near a house? Could you see a mailbox?
He was driving a truck, and I stopped and talked to him.
Okay. Was he going up Waterville or back towards 40?
He was going away from 40.
Okay. What color truck?
It was a white truck. I think it was a Ford F-150. I'm not 100% sure of that. And it was kind of a newer model. It wasn't like an old beater. It was a newer truck.
Okay. And what makes you say that it was him?
Well, first off, I was making a U-turn and in the road, and he came up behind me and he slowed down and kind of flashed his lights, like telling me, "Oh, go ahead and go, and I'm going to wait for you." And as I turned around and I'm coming back by him, he's waving his arm out of his truck, like for me to slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And I pull up next to him. I'm getting ready to go through the tunnel here. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I stopped and I was,
I think I lost you.
And he was talking wild. He said that his girlfriend loved him and he had to go out to California to see her. And he was asking me how to get to California. And I said, "Well, you can get on I-40 right there and drive west and you'll get there." And he said, "No, I think I can go this way," and kind of left. But he was acting funny. And I wasn't sure about what he looked like. And then I went and parked and pulled up the photographs of him, and I'm 99.99% sure that was him.
After reporting the sighting, the hiker shared his disappointment in the FBI for not following up on his lead. In an interview with ABC News, the fugitive's sister, Cassie, spoke to the public on October 5th. She claimed to have no idea what had happened because her parents had also been ignoring her calls. The older sibling urged her parents to come clean if involved and told her missing brother to come forward. On the same day, there was news from the Laundries. Their attorney texted WFLA News to tell them that his clients believed they last saw their son a day earlier than they previously reported. On the night of October 11th, the Laundries were filmed removing white laundry baskets from their yard. Members of the public had left the baskets as a message for them to air their dirty laundry and reveal what they knew. On October 12th, it was announced that 22-year-old Gabby had been strangled to death. Gabby Petito's parents made the journey no parent should ever have to take and traveled to Wyoming on October 19th to collect their daughter's body. By now, Landry had been missing for a month. On October 20th, Chris and Roberta Landry led police to an area inside the Carlton Reserve near Mayakachi Creek. They had been inside the park less than 30 minutes when Mr. Landry left the path and, according to their attorney, stumbled upon his son's bag. Shortly after, police discovered bones and a human skull next to a backpack and notebook. The area where the remains and belongings were found had already been searched, but some parts had been underwater. On October 21st, 2021, the remains were positively identified as the missing fugitive via dental records. At the time of the making of this video, Landry's cause of death is still unknown. Don't forget to like this video if you found it interesting, and subscribe to join us in the next episode of TRU 911.